in his room. It's 11:30 in the p.m. Hello, Eddie. Can you believe what's happening? My little doodlebug floating out in space all by his lonesome. Will you call him your stupid dog? Meg, did you hear what she called you? Escort her from the property.
Theo, you know we're free to date other people. That's the way you said you wanted it. You know, it's exciting to be so near to a great mind.
Well, could you get a little nearer to my great mind?
Moving on as an actress, I think Michelle ran into some difficulty.
People, sit down and let me tell you about Michelle Thomas. Y'all think you know Michelle Thomas? Buckle up, because you need to sit down to drink this tea carefully. Listen up. Michelle Thomas wasn't just born, she was destined. September 23rd, 1968, in Los Angeles, California. Her mama, Finjuar Penwa Thomas, was no ordinary mama. This woman was a ball of entertainment talent with connections that could make Hollywood shake.
You are a seasoned veteran in this entertainment industry. So rumor has it.
With connections that could make Hollywood shake. Her father, Dennis D.T. Thomas, he was part of the legendary Kool and the Gang.
She is the daughter of a good friend of mine, the saxophone player with Kool and the Gang.
And those siblings, they weren't just family, they were her first ticket into the entertainment world. Michelle was the baby of the family with two siblings who were already navigating the crazy world of showbiz. From the moment she could walk, Michelle radiated star power. Her family recognized her natural charisma, that undeniable it factor that would later captivate millions.
Her name is Michelle Thomas, and Michelle is from Montclair, New Jersey, and she's 15 years old.
Mm-hmm. She's a singer. Good.
But what most people didn't see were the sacrifices and challenges lurking behind those dazzling performances. From day one, Michelle was that kid, you know the type, could walk into a room and have everybody's eyes glued. Her family saw it early. While other kids were playing with dolls, Michelle was performing. Living room, stage, family gatherings, her personal concert hall. Her siblings would later joke that she came out of the womb with stage presence. Now let me tell you something about Hollywood in the late 80s and early 90s. For a black actress, it wasn't just hard. It was like trying to dance through a minefield wearing stilettos. But Michelle, she had something special. That undeniable sauce that couldn't be denied.
How did that happen? I'm gonna go investigate this right now.
When she landed the role of Myra Monkhouse on Family Matters, everybody thought they knew the story, but the real story was happening behind those cameras. Let's get into some real tea. Jaleel White, our beloved Steve Urkel, and Michelle.
I never had an intimate relationship with Michelle. She really was like a big sister.
Their relationship was complicated, or so it seemed.
Then our relationship just kind of blossomed from there.
On-screen chemistry that could light up a room, but off-screen, rumors flew faster than Urkel's suspenders. Some insider sources whispered about tension, competitive energy, and behind-the-scenes power plays that never made it to the tabloids. Producers would later admit that managing the dynamic between these two young stars was like conducting a high-wire act during a hurricane. One wrong move, and everything could come tumbling down.
Michelle Thomas was a part of my confidence building, and she made herself a part of that.
And then there was the rumored beef between her and the girls.
That we were jealous of her?
We were mad and jealous of Michelle.
Laura, Kelly Shanigine Williams.
Yeah. Yes. It was the same thing with me too.
And Maxine, Sherry Johnson, on set.
Some woman decided she was going to put this video out talking about how me and Michelle had beef, and I was jealous of Michelle.
It just seemed like the stories followed Michelle. Now let me spill this piping hot tea about Michelle and Malcolm Jamal Warner. This wasn't just some Hollywood fling. These two were the it couple of young black Hollywood in the late 80s and early 90s. They met on the set of The Cosby Show when Michelle played Theo's girlfriend Justine. But that on-screen chemistry? Baby, it wasn't just acting. Malcolm was smitten.
When I think about the people who have been most inspirational to me, I'd have to put Michelle at the top of that list.
We're talking showing up to set early just to bring her coffee, writing her poetry. Yes, poetry. And making sure everybody knew she was his queen. Their relationship lasted for almost 5 years.
She loved Malcolm so much, and he loved her. They were the cutest couple.
And they were relationship goals before hashtags were even a thing. They supported each other's careers, showed up to red carpet events looking like Black excellence personified, and had the kind of love that made other Hollywood couples jealous. But like many young loves, especially in Hollywood, things eventually cooled off. They managed to stay friends, though, and that's the real tea. When Michelle got sick years later, Malcolm was one of the first people to reach out and offer support.
Her mother said that he got in the bed with her and held her. And,
That's the kind of love that transcends romance.
I think about someone whose light, was big and bright. Michelle's light always shone.
In 1998, Michelle faced her own health challenge, and honey, she faced it like the queen she was. Diagnosed with a rare form of cancer, she could have easily disappeared from the public eye. But nah, Michelle showed up, showed out, and continued to inspire. Being a Black actress during this time wasn't just about talent. It was about navigating a system designed to keep you in a box. Michelle refused to be boxed in. She took roles that showed depth, complexity, and humanity. Her work on shows like The Parenthood proved she wasn't just a one-hit wonder. She was a multifaceted performer who could make you laugh, cry, and think, sometimes all in the same episode.
I've just been trying to impress upon him that a hardworking woman loves a hardworking man.
And I am listening.
If you think Family Matters was Michelle's only claim to fame, let me educate you real quick. This sister was booked and busy. Now, before all the drama with Bill Cosby came to light years later, appearing on The Cosby Show was like getting a golden ticket to Hollywood heaven. Michelle landed the role of Justine Phillips, Theo Huxtable's girlfriend and baby. She made that role her own. She appeared in 8 episodes between 1988 and 1990, and each time she showed up, it was like watching a masterclass in scene stealing. The chemistry between her and Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Oh, what's wrong? Are you scared? Hey, man, let me tell you something.
Stop it! Nobody is going outside. Theo, I can't believe you.
Electric. Little wonder, as they made screenplay a reality.
They had been friends before they worked together, and they had a romantic relationship for about 5 or 6 years.
Word on the street was that even Bill Cosby himself was impressed with her natural talent. And y'all know he wasn't easy to impress. Let me tell you about her time on The Young and the Restless, because that was where Michelle really got to flex her dramatic muscles. Playing Callie Rogers Stark, she brought the kind of heat that soap opera fans live for.
Is your hearing okay?
My hearing's fine.
Now, you know I don't like that.
What?
This wasn't just any soap role. Michelle made Callie a character that had viewers running home from work to catch every episode. She was serving drama, romance, and intensity.
I gotta go.
Callie, if he shows, call me.
Wow.
Proving she could hang with soap opera veterans who'd been in the game for decades. And for this role, she got a NAACP Image Award nomination. Talk about star power. And don't even get me started on her guest appearances. This girl was everywhere. Thea showed up and showed out. Malcolm and Eddie left everybody wondering why she didn't have her own show.
Daddy, are you going to be much longer? I'm not loving the neighborhood.
She can start tomorrow.
Dream date, proving she could carry a TV movie like it was nothing.
If he's trying to make me jealous, I'm not impressed.
Every time Michelle popped up on a new show, it was like watching a masterclass in how to steal scenes without stepping on toes. Directors would fight to get her on their shows because they knew what Michelle Thomas brought to the table. Pure talent. What made Michelle special wasn't just her ability to act. It was how she could transform any role she touched. Whether she was playing the sweet girlfriend on The Cosby Show, the obsessed but lovable Myra on Family Matters, or bringing the drama on The Young and the Restless, she never gave less than 100%. She also shone her screen magic through music videos she starred in.
But we gotta see past the moment.
When we talk about Michelle's legacy, we have to remember, this wasn't just some actress bouncing from show to show. This was a young Black woman who was carving out her own lane in an industry that wasn't always kind to our folks. Every role she took, she elevated. Every character she played, she made memorable. And that's the kind of talent you can't teach, baby. You either got it or you don't. And Michelle, she had it in spades. December 22nd, 1998.
The death of your beautiful, beautiful, talented daughter, Michelle Thomas.
The day Hollywood lost more than an actress.
And she died of stomach cancer. Quickly.
They lost a generational talent. At just 30 years old, Michelle Thomas transitioned, leaving behind a legacy that would inspire generations. Net worth? Around $500,000. But her real worth? Priceless. Michelle Thomas wasn't just remembered for her roles.
When you know somebody's full journey, what they fought for, what they didn't ask other people for, what they didn't burden other people for.
She was remembered for her spirit, that infectious laugh, that ability to light up a room just by walking into it. She showed young Black actresses that they could be more than the stereotypes Hollywood tried to force on them.
Anytime I mention Michelle Thomas, there's a certain amount of innocence.
When people talk about groundbreaking Black actresses of the late 80s and early 90s, Michelle Thomas's name Take note, Michelle Thomas didn't just act. She lived, she fought, she loved, and in the end, she became a legend.